Hey y'all, come on in. I'm waiting on a few more people to come in. How are you? I can't see who is here, but thank you for tuning in. I'm getting ready to go and get my nails done and do some other running around things. What are you guys doing today? So as you guys are coming in, make sure that you share this video. I got a couple self-care tips. I know a lot of ladies were asking me about self-care tips. If you've been following me, you know that a lot of my posts have been about just inquiring about everybody's self-care. We're in the middle of a pandemic, and it's so easy to get caught up in e-learning and all the other things. If you have children, e-learning and all the other requirements of staying home. It's so easy just to stay in the house, but as we are transitioning to social distancing and being able to be outside safely, I thought it would be important to share some self-care tips. The first thing though, like when people hear self-care, they hear like a buttload of money, like they have to spend a lot of money, when really self-care is just really taking the time out to love on yourself and just do something for yourself. I personally, people who know me know that I'm a girly girl, and so a lot of my self-care involves things that are girly: going to get my nails done, going to get a massage, those types of things. But self-care does not have to cost money, and it doesn't have to be anything involving that type of thing. Like makeup for me is self-care. Doing makeup, I can come in here and just be in here for hours just creating different looks. That's therapeutic to me. So for me, that is a form of self-care in my life. And so you have to ask yourself, what do I do when I need a woosah moment? What do? You can share it. You can type it down there if you will. Let me know what you do that you think would qualify as self-care. I'll be waiting while I'm finishing these brows. Now, I always say this: if you follow me, you know your eyebrows are sisters. They are not twins, so don't freak out if they do not look exactly alike. As long as they look good, that's all that matters. And it's time for me to get mine redone, reshaped so badly. I have so much hair on my brows. Okay, so one self-care tip is to carve out some time for yourself. Even if it's 15 minutes, 30 minutes, just pause everything you're doing and just take some time. You don't have to be doing anything. Just sit still for 15, 30 minutes. Hey, cousin. How you doing? You want me to bring you on camera? I'm talking about self-care and giving people self-care tips. Another thing I would say do is just to go for a walk. It's simple. It doesn't cost anything. You know, some people don't have a means to go get their nails done or go to the spa or whatever. You know, if you're in that situation, you know, currently, take some time and go for a walk. Look at the clouds. If you live in the country, look at the cows. I don't know. Another thing I would qualify as self-care is just taking a drive. I do that sometimes. Sometimes I'm just like, I gotta get out the house. I'm gonna go and take a drive. You'd be surprised how much you clear your head just taking a drive. A lot of these things seem a lot like self-explanatory. A lot of them do. But I think we as humans, we make it hard. I know, like, if you have a family or if you're taking care of other people, sometimes people feel guilty that they feel like they need to take time for themselves. But if you don't take the time that you need, that's necessary for you to take for yourself, you're really doing them a disservice giving of yourself at half or no capacity. So keep that in mind, you know. Next time you need to do self-care and you feel guilty and you feel like, you know, you shouldn't. I get it. Now, I don't have children, but I do have responsibilities and people that I take care of and I'm accountable for. So I understand, you know, where the guilt comes in or tries to creep in or whatever. But if you want to give of the best of yourself, you definitely have to do that self-care. So I'm carving out my eyebrows, as you can see, with concealer that's lighter than my skin tone. Another self-care tip is to unplug, to shut off your phone. You can be right at home and shut off your phone. Sometimes you just need to be with yourself, and it's okay. It's okay to take that 15, 30 minutes, hour, 2 hours for yourself. We give a lot to other people. We have to start giving ourselves that same amount of attention, because you're worth it. You really are. And I'm not just talking about you. I'm telling myself the same thing that I've had to learn over and over and over. Hey, Sunita. Another self-care tip, and you know, you might feel like you're too grown for this, but I feel like you're never too grown for this, is to color. They have adult coloring books. They have printables that you can get online. You can literally Google coloring sheets or coloring books, free PDF, and you can print those out. We have to be intentional about taking time for ourselves, because if we don't, you're going to end up overworked, dissatisfied, stressed out, and unhappy. And you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic. We got enough going on in this world, so let's not add anything to our own personal frustrations and things that we have. You know, the state of the United States and of America is enough to stress you out. So always be cognizant of taking care of yourself and putting yourself first. That's one thing that I am learning and have had to learn to be okay with saying, no, I'm tapping out. I'm just gonna, go do me for, a couple hours, or go take this little break or whatever, without apology, without, you don't owe anybody any excuses to why you need this break. If you need a break, you need it, flat out. And your body and your mind and your spirit will let you know when you need that. So I'm carving these brows. If y'all watch me do makeup, y'all pretty much know what I'm doing. Do any of you guys have any self-care tips that you want to share? I'm always looking for new ways to unwind or to unplug. And they don't have to be ways that, cost a lot of money. A lot of people are in different financial situations. So if you have any tips, that would be great. You can put them below and I'll look at them. Cousin, what you doing? Stephanie, you want to come on my video? If you do, say something so I can put you in. And I'm not doing like any fancy look. I'm just doing something simple every day. And I say that, and then it turns out to be something super extra. So we'll see. That shape is weird. That one's higher. All right. Blend that on out. Okay. Because I was sure about to put you in there. I was about to put you in the game, cousin. I was about to put you in the game. I was. I think I'm wearing either a pink or a red lip. I'm not sure. I feel like being extra and bright today, so pink. Which one should I do? Pink or red? We'll see. It depends on how I feel by the end of this video. Another way that I unwind is I love music. I can literally just sit and listen to music, and I've always been this way. Like, music has always been like an escape for me. When I was a child, I had a very like traumatic upbringing, and so my way of escape would literally be to put music in my ears. And I mean, I literally would do this for hours. So, listen to some music. I'm not much of a TV watcher, but, for you people who like to watch television, watch your favorite show. And if you're busy and stuff like that, and you have, capabilities to record, that's another good way for people who are busy. Record the shows that you like, and then watch them. Schedule a date with yourself. Now, I do that. It's usually Sundays for me. Hey, Vay. What you doing here late? You missed the self-care tips. I'm going to say them again so you can write them down. Self-care tip number 1. when I find my paper, because what did I do with it? Oh, there it is to carve out some time for yourself, even if it's 15, 30 minutes, an hour. Hey, sissy, I love you. It's important because you can't give from an empty vase. When you take time for self-care and you take time for yourself, you're able to give the best of yourself to other people. And I don't know about you, but me, I'm a person, I have a lot of people that pull on me. I take that as an honor. It's a blessing that people trust me the way that they do. I definitely honor it, and I try not to do anything to break that, because it's important. I value it. And so being a person that's like that, sometimes it's hard for me to receive from other people when it comes to just things I need. Sometimes I'll have a need or whatever, and I won't say anything about what I need. All in the thinking, oh, I don't want to be a burden to anyone, or I don't want to be this, that, and other. I was talking to one of my sisters yesterday, and she was like, that's pride, which was a confirmation, because that's exactly what the Lord told me, that it's a form of pride when you are a person who gives, but then you have issues relinquishing that giver and receiving sometimes. You might want to check yourself, because that's pride, sis, or bruh, whomever you are that's watching. Just wanted to give you that little nugget. I got that whipping, so now I'm giving it to you. You're welcome. The second self-care tip, and I'm just reiterating for those who just got here, the second self-care tip is to go take a walk. And I'm trying to give you things that are free, because one of the first things that people say when I mention self-care is, oh, I don't have money. Didn't nobody say nothing about spending no money. Self-care is taking care of yourself first. Picture this. Okay, so when you get on an airplane, I know many of us have been on an airplane before. You get on an airplane and the stewardess is doing her thing. What's the first thing she says about the mask? Secure your mask first and then help somebody else, right? Right. So if that is applicable to getting on a plane, why do we have such a hard time in our lives putting our own mask on first, securing our own mask first? Think about it. One thing the Lord showed me, and he had to, check me on my own self. I ain't telling y'all nothing that has not already been expressed to me, or that I haven't already walked through myself. One thing he showed me it's a self-worth dilemma. People give sometimes out of false humility, or they give because it's their heart to give, but sometimes people, they get off on that giving. So we have to even check that, what do I get out of it? Is it because I want to be the one that's seen giving? That's an ouch right there. We gotta, in this season, the corporate timeout, as I call it, during quarantine, we have to really check our hearts. And we have to really, really, really check our motives. And a lot of the things that, God is showing us in this season is stuff that he's been trying to get us to work on in the first place. But we were so busy with the hustle and bustle of life and doing what we do that we did not take the time to take care of what the Lord told us to do. Maybe it's just me. I'm just saying. But we definitely have to check our motives when we are even doing something nice. I was talking to my coach earlier this week, and I was honest with her about even like why I stopped doing lives for a long time. I was like, I don't want to just be throwing pennies up in the air. I want everything that I do to be intentional, including my self-care and me taking care of myself. That means on every level, mine, protecting my peace. If there's some people in my life that are destroying my peace, they got to go. Their moves out the door, because your peace and your health is so valuable, and we can't afford to let people just run over us and run in and out of our lives and take us for granted that way. If they are destroying your peace, you have to make the grown man or grown woman decision to let them go. And it may be hard. In this past season, I let a lot of people go that I thought were, had my best intentions, but they were really like stressful, like so stressful that like it started to impact my health. And I really, really, really had to let those people go. And it was hard for like the first few months, but now I'm at a place of literally just peace. Like the people who are in my life, I know appreciate me, and it's not based on what I can do for them. It's not based on because I have access to this person or that person, or because I have access to this thing or that thing. They're genuinely in my life because they love me and they have my best interest, and they got me. They got my back. And I can say that like wholeheartedly with the people that are in my life. And I appreciate that. But it takes work to get there, because especially if you are a person who are churched or in that church culture, we kind of live our lives like it's an open can, like anybody can come in and out, because that's what Jesus would do. But no, Jesus had his own like select. He had disciples. He had people who was real close to him, who walked with him, who did his works. He didn't allow any and everybody to be in his close proximity. So why do we? We got to check it. So I just put red on my eyes, so I guess I'm wearing red lips, cousin. That's another big self-care thing. You got to be honest with yourself about the people. Are they harming me or are they helping me? Another self-care tip is to take a drive. I said to take a walk already, but to take a drive. Sometimes I'll just go and I'll drive to like a park and people watch, and I'll have my journal with me and I'll just be talking to the Lord. And that's an inexpensive thing to do. It doesn't cost anything other than a little gas you might use. Another tip, shut off your phone. Unplug. Now, for some people that's hard. But for me, I will get ghost on you so fast. Because I've learned that I have to take this time, because the people who are counting on me to be healed, set free, delivered, and whole, their lives are hanging in a balance. So I have to take this time to do what I need to do for myself, so that when I'm pouring out, when I am giving to people, they're not getting crumbs. They're getting fresh, refreshed, and they getting whatever God has for me to pour out for them. They're not getting my mess. They're not getting my issues. They're not getting my opinions. They're not getting any of that. And when we give to people on a half tank, That's what we giving them. We giving them what's left over. Like you know how like you cook a dish or whatever and it's good, everybody done ate, and then you got like the little stuff that's stuck at the bottom of the pot. You don't want to be giving people that. Would you want that? No. So give people what you would want to be handed, what you would want to receive, rather. Does this make sense? I hope it makes sense. I know some people ask, well, how often should I do self-care? Self-care, for me, my goal is to try to at least do something weekly for myself. And I'm not talking about anything that's big. These are tips that don't cost any money. So I can at least do these things for myself. Like later on this next weekend, I think later on this month, I'm taking a girls trip to go see my best friend, and we're gonna get like an Airbnb and we're just gonna be chilling. But that's something that we plan, you know, months in advance. You know, you can do these little small things because you have to keep yourself in high regard. You have to continue to regard yourself. When you do these self-care tips, when you start to value your own self, other people will start to value you. I don't let people waste my time. I'm a nice person. I love people. Those who interact with me know that I love people, but I don't let people waste my time, because time is one thing you can't get back. So once you begin to do, you know, even these little self-care tips, hey sissy, hey Jessie, once you start to do these little tips, you're going to start to see growth in even like how you give out to people, how people appreciate your time. For those mamas out there, now I don't have no kids. So, you know, people can say to me easily, oh, well, you don't have kids, so it's easy. I don't have kids, but I have a lot of responsibility. A lot of responsibility. I'm accountable for a lot of people. And so like if you're a mom and you got soccer practice and grocery store and, you know, all of these things, still use some time. Oh, you got to go to the grocery store? All right, well, take that 30 minutes on your way to Walmart. Take a little extra time for yourself. Even if it's sitting in the parking lot, journaling, or, you know, stopping off to a park before you get to the grocery store. Trust me, you have to create this culture in your life. Because if you don't create this culture in your life, you're going to feel run down, wore down, and you're going to be angry and bitter at everybody, when really it's your own fault because you're not taking the time for yourself. I know that was a hard one. But for real, take some time for yourself, guys. I mean, we're in quarantine, national timeout right now. We ain't got nothing but time. So if you start to incorporate self-care and some of these tips into your life now, when outside open back up, because that's what I call it, when outside fully open back up, the transition will be so smooth. It'll be so easy because it's a part of your culture already. So, you know, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Let me get this on this other eye for this product dry out. Hold on. And for those of you who just started watching, I am going to do one of my self-care things, which is get my nails done. I've been looking at these ugly nails for 2 weeks. And I woke up this morning like, okay, I'm gonna go. I like getting my nails done, but I don't like going into shops and stuff and sitting a long period of time. That's why I wear wigs. I don't go to the beauty shop. because my time is so valuable. I don't have time to waste time. So I don't like other people to waste it, as I said before. So sitting in a shop for 6 hours, I'm not about that life. I left that in high school. I ain't doing that. But nails only take about 30 minutes usually, depending on how busy they are. And if you go on a day like today, like I'm going, chances are it's not going to be too busy. Yeah, I'm literally freestyling because I'm talking. So we'll see what this end up looking like. You gotta keep in mind I'm doing a red lip because I put that red on my eye. So my cousin told me what she up to today. What the rest of y'all up to? I'm literally just picking a color. You need to get you got one of those binder books, sister, for your cards. That's what my brother used to have when he used to do those cards. Are you still working at home, Vadine? Oh, okay. Told y'all I wasn't doing nothing too fancy. Literally just pick 3 colors and just put them on. Get this skin together. That'll be your first time back in the office, which is next week. So you've been at home this whole time? I'm priming my face for those who don't know. Hey, Trini. Well, Dad, you've been at home for a long time. Oh, okay. I see. Well, get these mascaras on. Well, that's good that you at least, get to go back in the office and then you'll be at home. When I was working, I liked working at home. You better find them. Operation Hunt for Work Clothes in full effect. I felt that same way when I went back to work. Like, I didn't mind my job, so like I didn't mind doing it at home. It's like when you start incorporating office and other people in the office, that was always my problem. So I liked working at home. I didn't have to deal with people in the office. And those of you who want to learn how to line your eyes but have issues with liquid liner, this is a break-proof, waterproof eyeliner by Wet n Wild. It looks like a Sharpie almost. Comes in clutch. So that might be a good tip for you. All right, let's get this skin popping. And the eyeshadow that I used, foundation, is Juvia's Place. This is one of their foundation sticks. I like the Juvia's Place foundation, y'all, because it really looks like your skin. And I don't feel like overly done when I use their foundation. And it's buildable. All right, so I got that blended down. Oh, you use it too, cousin? Yeah, I like it. I got so many of them eyeshadow palettes, it don't make no sense. It's really bad. I'm gonna have to let y'all see what my collection is like. It's crazy. I have a problem. I've seen one of my CBKs come in. Hey, sis. Hey, CBKs. I see y'all. We just got done going over self-care tips. Thank you. And I'm on my way to get a little self-care. I'm gonna go get these nails done. I was explaining to them that we have to take some time for ourselves, even if it's 15, 30 minutes. We are worth it. The people who love us would appreciate us. Taking that time for ourselves, will be less grouchy and grumpy and dissatisfied with our lives and ourselves. Because how many of us know complaining about a thing don't fix a thing? Not at all. Or at least from my experience, it don't. Oh, y'all, I own so much makeup. It's really bad. Thank you. Thank you. Brows is one of the things a lot of people come to me for. Do a lot of classes for brows. I told you guys what my favorite foundation is. Do any of you guys have a favorite foundation? I'm always looking to try new products. I used to be a Fit Me. That used to be my thing. And I still use it, like, if it's not like a special occasion, just want to run to the grocery store, I might pull out the Fit Me foundation. But the Juvia's Place, man, oh, take my money, please. They get me. They get me in all my dough. All right, so I done highlighted this area, so I'm gonna have to set that down with some powder. Because if you don't set your makeup down, you're gonna be melting like a snowman in July. And this powder that I'm using, it's Juvia's Place. And I mixed it a little bit with a little bit of my Ben Nye, because it's kind of like a yellowy color. And my undertones are gold, so I have to be careful. I'm gonna sharpen that nose a little bit. And then I'm gonna be about here in a little, just a little while. What are y'all doing for today? Or how has your day been? It's so weird. My day starts so late because I stay up so late. As many of you know, I'm working on my master's, and so I take a lot of time, like at night, like when my husband's asleep, to work on homework. Plus, like, other stuff I got going on. Now, are you behind the chair, Darnicia? Did I say your name right? Or are you a teaching beautician? You're a beautician, right? Make sure I got the right person. Hey, cousin. I'm glad you're resting. How you feeling? I don't know why I thought you was a teaching stylist. That must be something you're gonna walk into soon. Cause that's the first thing when I saw your name. That's what I thought. Teacher. Now, what I'm doing up underneath this chin, baby, I am taking away some of that quarantine weight. Go ahead and share that on out. I already got a long chin, but, you know, kind of helps. All right, let's put some lipstick on these lips. Yep, okay, I saw that right then. All right, so y'all voted for red, which is one of my favorite things to do. You can't go wrong with a classic red lip. You just can't. I need some blush too, though. I'm tripping. So I'm gonna do a red lip. I'm doing You Don't Know by Sarcastic Cosmetics, which is Shayna Wilson's makeup line. And if you have not checked her out, make sure you check her out. Her lipsticks run about between $8 to $12, which isn't bad. If you a lipstick head like me, I love a good lipstick, a good matte lipstick. She has lip glosses and gloss colors as well, but I love her matte lipsticks. Like, I got so many of them. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, definitely check her out. Her lipsticks are bomb. And yes, that is Shayna Wilson, the gospel singer, for those who know. All right, we got them cheeks together. Let's get some lips now. I can wear a red lipstick just by itself, but I love a good ombre. So that's what we're going to do today. So I'm going to take, I was going to do this, but since I did red on my eyes, I'm not going to do that. So this is a lip liner by Juvia's Place. The color is called Scorpio. So you line a lip. And I'm nearsighted in one eye and farsighted in the other. So I have a big mirror behind this ring light. But I also have a mirror that I have to hold in my hand. That probably changed. Okay. All right, here we go. Now this lip liner is it's like a berry purpley type color, which is perfect for chocolate girls, even some of my light sisters, you know. But chocolate girls who have issues with like finding red lipsticks or nudes that look good on them and stuff like that. That's a good one because I feel like anybody pretty much can wear that color. All right, so I blended it a bit. The lip liner is from Juvia's Place as well. It looks just like this. Yeah, it's from Juvia's Place. All right, and that's the lips. I'm gonna go ahead and set this and put some setting spray. And this is Prep and Prime by MAC. And I also use the mattifying continuous setting spray by Morphe. Let that dry down. I always make my face wet. And I'm just patting that setting spray down. I use, the first spray that I used was the Prep and Prime by MAC. And Morphe, the continuous setting spray. Those are my two go-tos. Morphe has a couple different ones. They have the one that's just like this, that's in the black. But this one is a mattifying. So if you have oily skin, but you want to be matte throughout the day, and matte means just a drier look, which I like for my lips and my skin. I don't really like that. I don't like to look dewy. I call it greasy. It looks greasy on me, and I don't like it. So if you don't want to look, you know, dewy, like if I'm going to the beach or something, and I'm doing maybe like some moisturizer and really not no foundation, okay, dewy is okay for that. But it's a mattifying, which, you know, it holds back some of the oils in your skin. A lot of them promise, you know, not to last 12 hours, 18 hours, you know, whatever. But really, the deciding factor is what you put on your skin before you put foundation on. You have to make sure that you have a primer, and make sure your primer is mattifying as well. Also too, like how you clean your skin. I'm a combination skin. So like in the summertime, if I want the best outcome, I wash my face before I put my makeup on, to get all the necessary oils, extra oils out. And then I, you know, put the different things on. Me, I have to moisturize my skin at night. If I moisturize before I put my makeup on, my makeup, it just looks greasy. It just doesn't go on good. And so, you know, whether you choose to wear makeup or not, make sure that you're taking care of your skin, because, you know, whether you have a full face on, you know, like I do now, or, and I'm not doing lashes today because, you know, I'm just going to get nails done. Like, they ain't ready for all that. But I'm kidding. But anyway, make sure that you take care of your skin first, point period. That means drinking water, taking your vitamins, and baby, washing your face. Because if you don't wash your face and you constantly use makeup, you're going to basically be putting makeup on dirt. And after a while, you'll be able to tell how the skin is prepared or not prepared when you wear your makeup. So those are just my little tips. All right, y'all. So let me get these pins up out of my hair. Give them a little bang. Not the bang, the bang. Woo. Okay. Okay, she got to see now. Wait. Okay. What y'all think? Y'all like the finished look? Well, here's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the self-care tips. If you got on a little later, we went through, you know, self-care tips. We had a whole conversation about it as I was getting ready to go do my self-care, which is to get my nails done. So please share this. I appreciate you guys watching and just hanging out with me for a second. I know a lot of people have been asking me about doing self-care tips and stuff like this, which is why I decided to do this video. I haven't been out, really out the house all week except for like yesterday, so I didn't really have a reason to get all dolled up and stuff like that. But if you guys want more self-care tips and videos like this, let me know and I will oblige. Other than that, you guys have an amazing day. May the blessings of Abraham be on you. And make sure that you utilize those self-care tips and take care of yourselves, even in this quarantine. If you're going outside, put the mask on, because Corona ain't playing. And, you know, whether you believe it's a hoax or not, there are people who are actually dying from this pandemic. So it's a serious matter. So even if you don't believe that it's a real thing, be accountable and take care of, be responsible for someone else's health, even if you don't care. All right. I love y'all for watching. Bye-bye.